Greetings all. This morning I woke up early to get ready for an interview with a gentleman who is over in Nepal, and I was just about to log on. It was early. I had barely had my first cup of coffee, and I got an email from that gentleman saying that the interview was tomorrow. So I was like, So I got all ready to do a really cool interview and then had the rest of the day. So I did a little extra research on the interview that I'm going to do tomorrow, and I listened to a couple of different videos and found myself on a tangent. I have a very, very close friend who is going through a difficult time right now. For some reason, I had this thing wash over me, and I knew that there was somebody out there in this Everest mystery community that would need to hear some reaffirming information and some reaffirming words, because that person, whoever it is out there, needs to hear something now. I'm going with my gut. Please listen, because I think everybody could benefit from it, but I hope you'll take a moment and consider the few things that came to mind. Some people in our community, not only on this Everest mystery community, but in our community at large, are seeking relief from emotions, from the environment, from other people's feelings, and even from their own inner feelings, emotions, and negative self-feedback. Those people, you are not alone. There are millions of people who are very sensitive. Some are called highly sensitive people. They feel exactly the same way. And if you've always felt more delicate or sometimes overwhelmed by the sensory input of the world or the news, gets you extremely stressed out, and then also feeling complete and overwhelming empathy toward other people around you, or animals that might have been hurt, or maybe driving down the road and we see an animal that had been killed by a car or injured by a car. That is a sign that you're a sensitive person, and I mean that in the most beautiful, loving, kind way. Sensitivity is a blessing, and often though it can cripple us if we don't have the ability to take control of those sensitive feelings and put them into the context and make it become our strength, and as opposed to our weakness. So how do people develop those skills and tools to successfully navigate through life? And for myself personally, I am probably that. And I remember many years ago going through a very, very difficult time. At the time, I was literally rolling nickels for $2 worth of gasoline to get enough gas to get to the other side of town to go shopping for what little food I could afford at the time. It was a pretty stressful time, as you can imagine. And I stumbled across this Hawaiian forgiveness ritual. It was a book that I read, and it blew my mind. It was about a gentleman who worked in a hospital or a prison, helping prison inmates. And that's just by going through this ritual. The word is Hooponopono. By saying this ritual over and over, it brought me peace and serenity, and I believe that somewhere in there it connected synapses in my brain to feed back to myself messages of love and understanding. And so I'm going to share with you today that same easy phrase to remember. And if that is you out there listening who is in need of some reassurance or some soothing or some relief, the prayer is very easy to remember. It goes like this. And think of it as you're saying it to yourself or to all the others who are around you, all around the world. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I've done entire podcast episodes about why we should never ask for forgiveness or say I'm sorry. And I do believe in that, and that is another episode for another time. But in this case, for somebody in deep need of soothing and relief, practice the words of Hooponopono, the prayer, the ritual that says, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And so to you today, may you have a blessed day, and I hope you are having a good day and that your day becomes bright and filled with light and love. Peace out, my friends.